Good morning. Namaskaram. Welcome to Bhavitharam, Legacy to the Future. Today we are completing actually 1 year, and we started this channel 1 year back. And before I start a special presentation today, I'd like to share my screen that you're really going to enjoy. And this is all about the health that I'm doing the research for quite some time. Okay, so our first anniversary edition today. We really thank you all the viewers for encouraging and the suggestions, comments, and becoming subscriber with us. We really thank you all. And we had over 10 videos and cumulative of 3,000 views as a starters. So we really celebrate and thank you, your help and support. Our goal is to bring the information that needed for the people who can use and leverage in their life. So it's really wonderful to celebrate the first anniversary of Bhavithara. So with that saying, I'm going to start the presentation for today. An important and exciting presentation today with you all. This is about how I got healthier by 9.67 lbs in last 12 weeks. Okay, because many of us in quarantine and talking about different things, I said, let me take this as an opportunity for me to improve so that I can give others an hope and also inspiration so that many other people can go out and change their lives for better. So I practiced just 3 simple things that helped me to lose 9.67 lbs in last 12 weeks. Hope all you enjoy and learn from this and get some help from this. Okay, so let's get into the topics. Now, first thing is first. Many people says health is wealth. Okay, before I start, I want to focus on 3 things here. The first thing is mindset, lifestyle, and why. If you want health is to be your wealth. Okay, now we know many people at young age, they work towards building the wealth, but later age we saw people spending their wealth to gain the health, which may not be a fun thing to do. But how about if we can be healthy and wealthy all along the lifetime and also pass it on to next generations, right? So the mindset for being healthy, you should think like a marathon, not a 100-meter sprint. Because 100-meter sprint, it's a one-time effort where you can, and short term, you can dash into speed run and you get it done. The preparation is totally different. The mindset is totally different. Whereas the marathon, it's a 26-mile long. You have to focus on a separate thought process and a different level of thinking, and the workout and everything is totally different. You have to focus on long term, how you can endure for the long time to make it happen for 26 miles of marathon. The next thing is the lifestyle. The health option should be a lifestyle. It's not a one-time event. Many people say, I lost this much weight. I did these things. But what happens over a period of time, they gain back or more weight than prior to they started the program, right? But it should be a lifestyle. It's not a one-time thing. It's an all-time thing, or it's everyday thing. Lifestyle should be. And also, I would encourage to have a why, a clear why goal, why you would like to be healthy. Now, one of the goal I set to myself is I would like to, and my kids were asking, hey, Dad, what is your goal? You're talking about all this, right? So I said, I would like to live 120 years, healthy, wealthy, happy 120 plus years of life with great relationships, and impacting a lot of people around the world. One of my goals is I want to impact, coach or guide at least 1,000 people to be happy and healthy so that they can go out and impact another 1,000 each. That could be 1 million people. That's one of my goals. I would like to be healthy and pass it on to the generations, right? So let's get into the topic. What exactly is I did? Three simple things. Very three simple habits. What, when, and how. So let's deep dive into these three different things. Before I show the share my thoughts on this, this is no way a professional advice. This is something I researched myself and I started practicing myself and I gained the results and I want to show it to you. If you have any kind of medical conditions or anything you need, please do seek a professional advice. By no means, please do not consider this as your professional advice. This is a guidelines and hope that helps. What? What are you eating on a regular basis? That is a major key factor in keeping you healthy. Okay? Because we are eating to live, but not living to eat. Now, what are you eating? So this is, I took this picture from myplate.gov. Okay, they talks about you should have fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. These are the few things on a regular basis you should have. But what my food proportion every day I was taking, 60% of mine was vegetables, all different of vegetables that is available. Then 30% was grains. 20% I was using dairy. I cut down all or eliminated most of my dairy intake. And that's my personal choice again. And also when it comes to dairy, the milk products, this is the best way to use. The best thing I would think is ghee, the clarified butter. And the butter, then yogurt, then comes buttermilk, then comes the milk. Now, this is the order I think this is the best way to use, and we have more benefits than using the milk as itself directly. And also, apart from that, I found through a common friend, there is something called an organic supplements, which are important for filling the gap between what we need and what we are feeding our body. The gap needs to be filled because there are certain micronutrients we may not be able to get that through our daily food intake, right? And the exercise, be active. The one I chose is to be at least do 10,000 brisk walk, 10,000 steps of brisk walk on daily basis. And now weather is getting better. I started using walking outdoors and spending time outdoors and also doing some biking. But whatever you choose, make a exercise or being active on a daily basis. Do not worry about 3 days or 4 days, but daily active, make a create a routine. And if you need any guidance on these things, do reach us via our channel and hopefully we'll help you. Then what time of the day you are eating your food, that is also play a vital role. Okay. Now, here is some simple three things again I'm giving you. When you are eating, limit your salads and any similar uncooked foods to lunch or before for the breakfast. Most people eat sprouts, salads and all this, and minimize the salad dressings. Instead, use something like probably a cumin seed powder or a black pepper or a little bit vinegar or a little bit of olive oil rather than using the dressings that are available in the market. Then next, for the dinner, I would encourage eat before sunset or just around that. And every meal, I would encourage to keep a different time gap of about 4 to 6 hours between each meal. These are the three important things which will help you. And I put here 4 things. Usually most people eat 4 times a day or majority maybe 3 times. What is that? We have a breakfast, we have a lunch, we have snacks, and we have dinner. But I would encourage you to take maybe just pick any two. Most of these days, I started doing only two things, or sometimes even one thing, like majority of times, maybe one thing, the lunch. So I'm keeping between my meal 6 to 18 hours gap. The reason I will explain in my next slide, okay, why I'm doing that, what I'm doing, because when you start eating frequently, it is very tough for your body to take rest and regenerate itself and be ready for it. Right. And especially because of this quarantine and COVID time situations, we started working from home. Initially, pretty much every now and then, anything that I feel like bored or I'm stuck somewhere in the world, I was frequently walking to the kitchen, going to the pantry, or going to the refrigerator, opening and started eating something. Now the fourth time meal happened 6 times, 8 times, 7 times. Now I said, this is not the way I should. I should take care of my health, and I should take up some good practices. And the reason I'm saying is between the meal, we should have 6 to 18 hours. I will explain in the next presentation. Now, we live in Detroit, Michigan, which is an headquarters for the automotive. So I choose these examples for explaining you, like a continuous processing. We have mass production of automotive here, right? Whereas in the car manufacturing, what happens? The car starts at one place, it goes to place, station to station, and the car comes out. It's a continuous process, right? Now, the next one is in the manufacturing, we have something called batch processing. What happens in this? Somebody starts a job or a item at particular place, and it goes through that process. Once that is finished, then only it has to go to next. Till that time, the second one has to wait. Third, fourth, like that. In the case of our food, taking meal, what we are doing is we are eating the meal, the chewing, then swallowing, and going to our intestine and all that. It's a step-by-step process, right? Now, my understanding is when you consume the food, the digestion cycle start based on your food, the type of the food that you're consuming. It may take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, or sometimes even more time to complete the digestion cycle. Now, our digestion cycle is like more like the second process, the batch process. So once you start your digestion cycle, what happens is if you're not giving enough time for you and you start eating again a snack or something, what is happening is you are starting one more digestion cycle. The first digestion cycle is not completed yet, but you are starting one more digestion cycle. What is happening is the digestion cycle is supposed to be 4 to 6 hours. It is keep extending every time you add the food before it start eating the food or a snack. Before the first digestion cycle stop, they keep extending. The 4 hours might become 8 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours, based on how frequent you are eating. When you start eating like that, the food that first you started, which is in your intestine system or tummy, what is happening is not absorbed by our body fully and not completed the cycle. It is being fermented, and more damage it is going to do rather than the help it is doing you by eating. So I would encourage you to eat when you are hungry, but not when you are bored, when you like feel something, when you look at something, your favorite or the choice of your food that you see it. It has to be food has to be consumed at the time when you are hungry, and maybe predefine your timing, just like I'm doing in between 6 to 18 hours of gap I'm giving. That is where you have, like for example, let's say you start working on some project. In the middle of the project, you start one more project, and after some time, one more project. What is happening is you're not finishing even one project that you started. At the end, you're confused, and also you're spending more time. Probably you're tired. and you may not finish any of the projects. And that is what happening with our digestion cycle, the food habits that we are doing. So I would highly encourage, follow the batch process. The moment you start eating food, finish your eating. Maybe once you're done with your food, do not start eating another food, another snack uh, beyond 15 minutes. Let's say I start consuming my lunch. I feel like eat something in the after finishing my lunch, first 15 minutes at the most, I would like to eat something else, maybe a snack or something, or some dessert or whatever I forgot. But after that, I would wait for another 6 hours. Okay. So that's how, hope you understand. And this is a very, very key factor, because as we said, when you have started doing different things and you're not taking rest, your body is tired, you'll give up, right? Same thing is happening in your digestion system. It gives up. You are not able to absorb all the nutrients that you are needed for your body, and you're not giving the rest for your intestine or liver and everything else in our body. They need rest. They need to regenerate themselves, right? So hope this helps, and let's go next. How you are eating. This is also another major important factor, and I would pay really attention to what I'm doing, right? Now, how do you eat? First thing is, ideally, sit quiet and eat by yourself. That's the best way. Take time for yourself and eat by yourself. Not talking, not looking at it, thinking and all that. Because pay attention and enjoy the food. Enjoy the flavor, enjoy the taste, enjoy everything that you're doing. And be happy. That's the best. That's ideal. If not, the next best thing what you do is eat with your friends and family, sharing good things. When you're eating your food, please focus on talking about good things, happy times. Do not bring on news, or do not talk about gloomy, doomy things. Talk about the best things that you have. And another important point is eat liquids and drink food. Yes, you heard me right. What do I mean by that is, when you're drinking water, juice, or milkshake, or anything that you're doing, consuming the food, soup, right? You got to eat the liquid. Most of the time, we just put in the mouth and we gulp it. No, what we got to do is take a bite by bite or sip by sip and keep it in your mouth, and feel it like as if you're eating a salad or eating like a meal, right? Or a snack. That do it liquids like chew it. Then what do I mean by drink food? Most of us, we eat food very fast. We are not giving enough time to chew it. I've, the experts recommend you need to eat food or chew the food for 32 times every bite. I would say that is too long or too miss. Man, oh, I cannot do that. But I would encourage, maybe do at least 8 to 10 times. Chew it consciously. You enjoy the flavor of the food, enjoy the taste of the food. Most of the time, you don't even see or realize that, hey, you started eating a lot of food, but you did not really enjoy it, right? Now, make a habit. Do not say that I do not have time or this and that. Enjoy every food that you eat, because when you're chewing it enough, you were in the mouth, there are a lot of saliva and different liquids as being added, enzymes added to your food, which helps your food digestion, the system work efficiently. If you're not chewing it properly, when it goes to the digestion system has to work extra hard and take long time for you to digest. And again, you are loading another batch of food, which is again creating a problem, right? So that's why eat liquids and drink fluid, drink food. Then eat slow and enjoy the food. Do not read or watch a screen. I believe your body and yourself, your life is more exciting, more important than reading and watching something on the screen, right? If you are healthy and you live long, you can read a lot of things. You can watch a lot of movies or screen and videos, anything that you like to. right? So I would hope you practice this, some of these things and help yourself. Now, with this, we are concluding, and thank you for watching, sharing, and share with others. Please like us, share us, subscribe us. Once again, all these thoughts and ideas which shared is not an expert advice. It's my experience, and results may vary in your case. But if you think I'm helpful for you anyway, suggesting and guiding, choosing the supplements or what to eat, how to eat, things like that, I'm glad to help you. Do contact us, messaging through our video channel on the YouTube. And also, we really appreciate for taking and timing to watch. So pay some attention what you are eating, when you are eating, how you are eating. With that, we really appreciate. Once again, thank you for watching. And this is our special edition of first anniversary of Bhavitaram video. Please make it very popular and share it with other people. And also subscribe to us so that you won't miss our next video coming up, 4 pillars of health, which is going to be ultimate and it will help you a lot. With that, selavu, namaskaram, have a good day. Once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers and all the fathers to be. With that, we are done. Bye for now.